So today we're going to be talking about a TikTok video that kind of blew up and went viral and was basically everywhere for a while. And this whole thing went down a couple weeks ago. I only found out recently, so if you didn't know about this video, you're kind of in the same spot I'm in right now. So this video that blew up all over TikTok was basically about a teacher, and this teacher was in a live Zoom lesson with multiple other students and decided to berate a hard of hearing student and was kind of just being a douchebag in general, making fun of this person for no reason really at all. And I'm just saying, this teacher has a really annoying passive aggressive tone and he just acts very superior and stuff like that. It's like one of those teachers that think, yeah, because they're the teacher they control everything and they just don't want to lose control at all of the class. Like, you could be a normal student just in the classroom chilling, and these teachers, they'll find a way to get pissed at you and then they'll be pissed at you forever. So I'm just going to play these two clips and after go through the parts that I think are worth talking about.
Miss Salazar, I've been talking to you, Miss Salazar.
No, I can hear you a little bit.
You can hear me a little bit? Why didn't you answer all the times I spoke to you then? You know, thank you. Thank you. Why don't we talk sometimes? Why don't you email me? We'll set up a live Zoom and we're going to have some real communication at some point in time, okay? Maybe you can have your counselor join us, okay? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Do that.
Professor, she's actually hard of hearing, so her translator goes in a little bit late. She can't respond, like, right away.
She's not paying attention. She's not trying. Are you her translator, Abigail?
No, I'm not by
translator, but I have a translator next to me.
It's slower on her end because she needs to get it translated, and then it goes to her hearing piece.
Okay.
So her
Ms. Salazar, have your counselor speak with me because you've got too much distraction to even understand what's going on.
Yes, I do, because my translator is next to me explaining me everything that he's saying.
Okay.
So
Then maybe just have them teach you the whole class. That makes sense to me. I don't know. I don't understand it. But I see you laughing and smiling and giggling with somebody else. It doesn't seem to
I'm
me
in a
like
good mood. Like, why should I be in a bad mood?
you shouldn't be in a bad mood. You should be paying attention to class.
I'm in a good mood.
All right. Whatever. Okay. Wait, in your terms. Whatever.
Okay,
All right.
I'm not arguing.
I understand.
Damn.
Have your counselor talk to me. Period.
And earlier he was cussing at the school.
So off the start, you could tell this guy's that one annoying teacher that everyone had in school. So if I could sum up the clip in a couple words, this guy is pissed because a student doesn't pay attention in his classroom for a justified reason. And this guy, it seems like he has a tendency for asking irrelevant questions that are just completely self-explanatory. You don't need to really ask them. You kind of just know already what the answer is. Like during the first few seconds of the video, she says that she can hear him only a little bit. And then literally 2 seconds later, he asks her why she didn't respond to him whenever he spoke. And you know, of course she didn't respond. She literally just said she can only hear a little bit. Is this guy really a professor? Is this guy really qualified to be a professor? He's asking some questions that are definitely making it hard to believe that he's a professor, because I'm pretty sure as a professor you would be able to probably realize that this person is hard of hearing, that you should probably lighten up on her because yeah, she's hard of hearing.
Why don't we talk sometimes? Why don't you email me? We'll set up a live Zoom and we're going to have some real communication at some point in time, okay?
Notice how he emphasizes talk and also says real communication. Like, this guy's annoying straight up. That passive aggressive tone, it really gets to me for some reason. Like, he's saying real communication and you know the narrative he's pushing when he says real communication. And you know, the funniest thing is that narrative is completely wrong, because real communication isn't exactly just talking, and I know that off the top of my head, and I can even check on Google right now to just confirm that. And yeah, of course I'm right, because that's just common knowledge and I feel like a professor should know that. And the fact that he doesn't know that really makes me question why he's not fired on the spot.
Maybe you can have your counselor join us, okay? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Do that.
Why is this guy so mad? Like, everything he's doing is moving so close to the screen. You could tell just look at his face. He's mad. He's big mad. Even from the tone of his voice, you could tell that this guy's mad. And anyone that uses a passive aggressive tone when they speak, they're mad. Like, they're fuming on the inside. And it's just kind of funny to see a grown man trying to be aggressive towards a student in a online Zoom lesson. You know, honestly, all I can say to that is do better. How are you gonna get that mad for a person having a reason to not get in trouble by you? I really don't know if this guy's been having a bad day or not, but it just doesn't justify any of this. It doesn't justify anything he's been doing at all.
Professor, she's actually hard of hearing, so her translator goes in a little bit late. She can't respond like right away.
She's not paying attention. She's not trying.
She's not paying attention, and that automatically means she's not trying. I think I can imagine that would be pretty hard for a normal person to keep complete attention and concentration during a normal lesson. But we're talking about a person who is hard of hearing and has a counselor for translation purposes. And this guy really wants to call her out and basically say that she has to have full attention on him at all times. How much attention do you want? Like, bro, this guy reminds me of a person that just craves attention, like any sort of attention they can get online, if it's from even students, bro. Like, this guy, he just kind of feels like the kind of person that would do anything for attention.
Are you her translator, Abigail?
And he's back with the useless questions, the questions that could be answered just from pretty much using your brain. You don't have to use much, just a little bit, and you would probably work out the question without any answer. This is a student. How can she be a translator, mate? And I know this guy is obviously joking, or he's using sarcasm, but the way he's just using it, it's just really getting on my nerves. It's just additional talk that doesn't have to be added. He didn't really have to say that. In fact, he didn't really have to talk much at the start of this whole situation. He just should have kept his mouth shut as soon as she said that she needed a counselor. It's just that simple.
It goes to her hearing piece.
Okay.
So her...
Ms. Salazar, have your counselor speak with me, because you've got too much distraction to even understand what's going on.
Notice once again how he completely forgets the other student as she's given him a pretty much reasonable explanation for why he shouldn't be mad, but he just cuts her off, then decides to go back to, shall I say bullying? Not really bullying. It's more of he's just targeting her for no exact reason.
Yes, I do, because my translator is next to me explaining me everything that he's saying.
Okay.
So
Then maybe just have them teach you the whole class. That makes sense to me. I don't know.
Well, it really should make sense to you because you're a teacher. You should really just understand what's happening, what situation she's in, and she needs a counselor to basically repeat everything he says. But you know, this guy, he just thinks that this person is basically taking his space or spot as a teacher, and he's feeling very, very threatened for no exact reason. I mean, it's not like she's gonna take your job, but the way he just spoke, he's probably lost his job already, because there's no chance of him keeping this job while he's literally just completely berating students for no real reason, because he feels a bit threatened by the counselor maybe stealing his position as a teacher, or maybe he just wants a bit of attention and he's just not getting it.
I don't understand it, but I see you laughing and smiling and giggling with somebody else. It doesn't seem
because
to
I'm
me
in
like
a good mood. Like, why should I be in a bad mood?
you shouldn't be in a bad mood. You should be paying attention to class.
I'm in a good mood.
All right, whatever. Okay. Wait, in your terms. Whatever.
Okay,
All right,
I'm not arguing.
I understand.
I think you could probably tell this guy's probably living the most boring, sad life ever, because, you know, he doesn't really want to see people happy, especially his students. If you're happy in his class, that's a straight detention, and if you smile, you're probably kicked out of his class. Yeah, anyway, that's really just it from me. I just still can't believe this grown teacher is really arguing with a student over whether she should be smiling or not, and it's not even that. It's just really just a pointless argument. She had a valid reason to not concentrate in class, and he just didn't want to take it, and yeah, it just escalated to this, and now he's fired from his job, and guess what, it's all his fault, so I don't really care in the end. Anyway, don't forget to drop a like and a sub if you enjoyed the video, and yeah, it's a goodbye from me.